Hello everyone, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. This is your daily tarot one-card collective reading for Wednesday. Remember to hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. It is totally free, doesn't cost you anything. If there is something you would like me to pray over or meditate upon or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is, of course, going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger. And I ask you to connect directly with this card and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And, oh boy, the Star card. It's going to be a great Wednesday. The Star is that card that offers spiritual insight. It's the card that gives us a certain clarity, gives us hope, gives us inspiration, gives us reinforcement about what we're doing in our life, right? It can be a sign, it can be a synchronicity, it can be a sudden flash of realization. This could be really just kind of connecting with our divine energy, with the spiritual light, connecting with Source in a way that can lift our head up, can pull us out of the mud that we might be in. Yeah. This card is also very much talking about our goals, our aspirations, and we all know that the Star is that big, bright, shining, fiery nuclear ball, in the sky. But the Star card is about not our sun, but it's kind of the idea that our star is somewhere out there, right? That our goal is still somewhere in the distance. I can see it if I squint and there's not too much light around me, then I can see the stars out there. It's hard to really see what's what and to know which one is mine. So sometimes we get the Star card and we think, well, our goals are still something that seem far away, right? And then we get other cards that might put it into some context and say, well, we've really, we're starting to pull it in. We're starting to get closer to that. So what I really love is when we have the Star in a reading and then we get the Sun card too, because it's kind of like we zoomed up really fast to our star. And suddenly our goal is now right here, right in front of us, right? Just full brightness, okay? But this is the feeling that it's still something distant, something vague, can't really see it too well, don't know exactly what it is. Now, the idea is that starlight, the more we focus on that, the more we try to honor that, whatever it might be, as vague as it might be, as long as we continue to do the work, that starlight will shine brighter and brighter and brighter. It will be as a beacon in the universe for us. And what the Star does, first and foremost, you can see the spiritual waters or the light coming down from above. First thing it does is illumine us inside, right? We have the internal realization. We see what some of our blockages are. We have the spiritual insight to see what's going on within us. Where might I be sabotaging myself, getting in my own way? What do I need to work on? What blockages do I need to clear out? And then, of course, that light, now that it is shining in us and those blockages are gone, it can come out, it can come forth from us, right? Kind of like the chest burster in Aliens. It can then shine forward in our lives. And what I think it does is it illumines the path before us, right? It's like in Indiana Jones' Last Crusade when he throws the dirt over the ravine, the pit, and then the pathway, shows up. It's kind of an optical illusion thing. But I feel like once we clear the blockages within ourselves, we're able to see the path before us, our true path, right? Where we really are kind of destined to go, and what we feel is the absolute right path for us. Now that may change, okay? Because there's always more work to do. It's not like we suddenly clear the block. It's not like we're not plumbers. We're not just, okay, I cleared the drain and now you're good to go. Everything's fine. There's always going to be internal work to do, always. Okay? The more we do that internal work, emotional work, psychological work, the whole gamut. Physical work even too. The more we do that work, the more we'll see that light in front of us. And we'll know where we're supposed to go. Now that path, it may not be a straight shot to our star. It might be a very circuitous route, but that's where it's taking us. Okay? It's Spirit calling us home in a way. All right. And I think this card is really, really good because especially when we have moments of confusion, moments where we're lacking inspiration or clarity, we can call upon the divine energy. And we can do the corresponding inner work to reveal a little bit more of that light. So I think this card also really speaks to our focus on astrology and divination and tarot and all the different things that you might be doing to put yourself in touch with spirit. Okay? Music, dance, meditation, prayer, worship, everything, anything we do. Right? Even just walking through nature or, looking at art, whatever we do to put us in touch with the divine energy. That's what this card represents. All right. With the intention of illumination. Yeah. So I think this card is really about those messages coming from the divine that take the form of signs, symbols, synchronicities. We've got to be on the lookout for those. We've got to be open and aware to those. But if we have so much going on inside, we can't see that light outside, right? So we've got to clean the windows a little bit in order to see that more. And it's an ongoing process. Clean a little bit of the window, we see more light. Clean a little bit more window, we see more light until there's relatively clear, vision. So I think this card's really asking us today, at least, Wednesday, how do we connect with the divine? What things do we do to help us see the light? Are we aware of synchronicities? Are we noticing the fish in the percolator? Inside joke. Are we seeing those anomalies? Are we seeing the uncanny? Are we appreciating novelty? Are we doing intentional practices, intentional movement, song, dance, ritual, ceremony, adorations, prayers, meditation, all these things, right? Any of them. Divinations, geomancy, tarot, Jing, pendulum stuff. I don't know, are we rolling the dice and seeing what spirit has to say to us? And the more we do the inner work too, the more we'll be able to interpret and understand the messages that spirit is sending us. There are messages all around us all the time. We're not always seeing them or hearing them. Okay? So it really is, in some ways, it is kind of like we have to be our own spiritual plumber, and clear some of the blockages away so that things can get flowing again. So today might be a good day for us to, pull out the old, astrology software or pull out our tarot cards and just see what kind of messages Spirit has for us. Because Spirit will give us an idea of where we need to focus some of our inner work in order to have that connection be even more illuminated, stronger connection to where we can then, of course, see kind of the path that's coming next. So where are the blockages for us right now? What is it that's going on with us that's preventing us from seeing the path forward? Or maybe you do see the path forward, right? Maybe you're saying, well, my path is clear. I see the light already. Well, good. Then focus on the gratitude and the appreciation of that, right? Continue those practices and make a point to think about that, of why that is. What are some of the things that you do in your life that are allowing you to see that light and that path before you? Give some suggestions to the rest of us in the comments. I think it's a very good day for that. All right, that card, a very complex card, but I think that this is one of the best cards, right? This is the insight and the revelation of something that right now seems kind of dim. It seems a little obscured. Yeah. I want to do, since we're on the signs and symbols and stuff, let's do an angel number card. I just got these. They feel very new still. They need to loosen up a little bit, these ones. Maybe that's the one. 0909. All right. New beginnings. Great chance, opportunity, courage, accomplishment, endings, and conclusions. Right? So about the cycles, right? Look out for an opportunity that might be a game changer. You are completing something major. It feels good to level up. Close the old chapter. A new adventure will unravel. And see, we're not going to see that. And that's it gives us a very practical side to this card. Because if we don't clear some of these blockages and open our awareness a little bit and start paying attention and listening to the world, we're not going to see the opportunities. We're going to miss a lot of opportunities. I can think of many times where I was so wrapped up in my issues or in my anxiety or, just in my head, overthinking things, that I missed a lot of opportunities, employment stuff, just generally. A lot of things that I wasn't aware the universe was offering to me. Different pathways that I could take for my life. Or, sometimes we do that and it makes it a little bit harder on ourselves to get where we're supposed to be going because I'm making a lot of wrong turns, because I'm stuck in my head, I'm overthinking, I'm stuck in those blockages rather than trying to clear them and work through them and then focus some attention outward. So we miss a lot of those opportunities, right? And so maybe this combination of cards is saying, let's see how that might apply to us. Not in a way where we're going to start kind of getting down on ourselves about it. We don't need the negative self-talk. But let's admit that, yeah, sometimes I'm wrapped up in my own issues, that I've missed opportunities in life, that I didn't see the light shining outward, showing me what steps to take toward a particular goal, toward my ultimate aspiration, that star, right? Let's do one real quick. Let's do also a Metatron Oracle card. Real quick. That's the one. They're still stuck together. These cards are so new. It says, go with the flow. Paddle on. I like that one. I like the nautical references anyway. So, go with the flow. Paddle on. And see, I like the idea of the flow, because with the star card, it is that light that comes in, that inner illumination, but then it gets stuck in all of our obstacles, right? All of the cataracts, of our flow. So we work on clearing those blockages out, then the light can really flow. It comes in and we are then expressing it outwardly. We're seeing it shine before us in all of its glory. That is, those are some pipes in your house that you've got to maintain them. You've got to maintain that connection with the divine. And I think that's a big part of this card. And let it be a part of this day. How do we further establish and or maintain that flow and that connection with Spirit? Anyway, I thank you. I love you. And we're all in this together.